do you know the story of how this band started?
I'm not familiar with how it ties in with the bass, so go on.
Okay. So, well, okay, I'd never played bass before I wrote the first three
Mm.
songs. Like I'd operated a bass, but I'd never tried to do anything with it. So we had another band that was supposed to play on September 12th, 2001 in Detroit with the Blood
I
Brothers.
miss the Blood Brothers so much.
Jordan Bliley is on
Jordan
this
from the
record.
Blood Brothers is on
Okay,
this record.
amazing. Like
So there's a
Crimes,
little,
Crimes
just a
is one
little
of my favorite
tinkle.
records of the 2000s. I fucking love that record so
Yeah,
much.
it's
Yeah,
incredible.
crazy.
It
It's
sings a
still
scream,
good.
scream hook on a song called Totally
Amazing.
Wiped Out.
Yeah. Um, so we had planned to go and drive to Detroit the next day and play that show. And so we'd brought all the gear from the basement up into the living room because we didn't want to just like leave it in the van overnight. And then September 11th, 2001 happens. No one's going
Yeah.
anywhere. And so I had all the stuff there, and in very typical me fashion, I just have to go do something with my hands. I'm like, oh, there's a bass here. Oh, I'll just plug in all the things, all the amps that are here. I'll figure it out. Oh, maybe I'll tinker around, make some songs with the bass because it was there, and it was like not one of the things we were taking with us. And then I used that bass and that same setup, and I'm still using those same amps. Like nothing. Those are the amps that we used in a band I had called Black Cat Number 13 that was on 31G, and like that was the bass amp and the keyboard amp from that band. And I just plugged it in with the chorus pedal. That's the sound of this band. That was it. So
Why'd you start playing the Rickenbacker?
the first record was a Fender Jazz. Then that Pink record was
Oh yeah, the Grabber.
because I thought I should buy my own bass because I didn't have one. So I bought this this is the sound of that Pink record. No, I bought this for $325 somewhere. And well, like I'm just old enough to have been buying gear when people didn't want old gear,
And when eBay wasn't a thing, when people weren't
Yeah.
checking the prices in pawn shops.
Yeah, I don't know when exactly sort of like the
market price.
the fetishization of old gear started happening to the point where you go on Fender and you buy the fake aged gear, and you buy the stuff that has the fake worn paint on it and the fake nicks in it and stuff.
I have a fake Wayne Kramer American flag Strat that has all the dings in it. Like it looks like he smashed it on stage. I'm like, yeah, I'm part of musical history for only $399.95.
So I used that for a while, and then we started actually playing shows and big shows, and every band that we were playing with had multiple guitars and basses and stuff, and I just had that, and we'd be playing in like an arena, and I just had that, and I thought, well, I should probably buy another bass. So I have
As
something
an up and coming
else.
rock band, that's like guitar envy. That's equipment envy.
Well, I just thought if I ever break a string, I guess we
Right.
just stop playing.
Yeah.
We just have to just not. And thank you very much. And so I bought a Dan Armstrong, and then I went to play it at a show. In the first second of the show, one of the tuning pegs just broke right off. So I took it back to the store the next day, and I'm like, this thing broke. And the guy's like, well, I have this Rickenbacker. I can straight trade you for it. And that's that white Rickenbacker that I played all that time. I mean, I didn't have any money, so all the stuff that I had was like stuff I traded for, like the amps that are the sound of the band. I think sum total for the two of them was like not even $300. Then it was just the sound of those things. Like there wasn't any distortion pedals for me. We didn't have anything, but it was just working with whatever was there. But the Rickenbacker is cool because essentially the just like the where it sits, it felt more like a guitar to me. And I had the tech for some other band. I was like, hey, can you help me with the wiring of this thing? And all he did was just take out everything. So it was just bridge pickup, volume knob, output, and like removed all the like Rickenbacker sound stuff. And I tried that, and I'm like, shit, this is it.
We were also listening to a lot of Yes when we started this band. You should listen.
Well, yeah. Well, Yes, and Sly Stone was like my favorite music in the 7th and 8th grade.
You mean Drake's uncle?
Thank you very much for watching this interview clip over on TND Streams. To see the full interview, click on the video link next to my head or down below, or hit up the link to subscribe to the channel or see our Patreon page to support what we do and get some extra bonus monthly content in the process. Anthony Fantano, forever.